what just happened? Well, here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for our final game of the day. It's round number 7. Gentlemen, for the final time today, take it away.
Thank you, Onset. So it looks like we had a bus route from Paradise over to Lazy Links. A little bit of a rough drop for anyone who wanted to go Frosty Flights. They're going to take about 45 seconds to reach there, but anyone over in Paradise is going to have an early drop. So that's going to be really advantageous for them.
Yep. But still a lot of them. Oh, we have a skirmish going on, a little fight.
And it looks like Kioski's about to eliminate his opponent right here. That was a really quick cleanup. We got here when his teammate or his opponent went down, and then he easily cleaned up the
Looks
duo.
like he lost his friend in the process, Nero. There didn't really get to...
He lasering retreat from the low ground using the SMG angle, and then the final duo, his partner, trying to turtle as best as he can here in the red brick building, dropping down. It's Creetrab, dropping down and trying to make himself as unpredictable as possible, making sure that they can't easily find him, but they're still on the hunt here, trying to locate him. He keeps going down lower, and the pickaxe. Disrespect to the pump. You know, the smart play would be to just kind of avoid that team in gray brick and try to disengage, try to go to zone.
See Philip going down there. We have a little fight going on. Takes a hit from the RPG.
Arcos get tagged down to 49 HP. He's almost 1 HP there, but he ends up getting saved by the team on the mountain. Quinn, QK and Mundo here in an engagement. A team turtle right below them.
Yeah, so there's a lot of people up on this mountain actually. We do have 2 teams, and it is within the circle, so a little bit of a standoff here. No, it does look like the opposing team wants to finish this up. Is this a 2 versus 1?
It is a 2 versus 2.
Yeah, it is.
Grizzy on the low ground trying to get a wall replaced down there on Shadow. He ends up getting it, the pump coming on in. He gets the knock on Shadow.
Finishes him off. Looks like someone else did get knocked here. It is a 1 versus 1 right now. I'm not sure if he did get the snipe off there.
Mundo really holding the high ground, the playing third party in QK. QK goes down. It's a 1v1 now. Grisby versus Mundo. Mundo sitting on top of Grisby. You know, they got to figure out who to move first.
Oh, this is risky. Within the zone, very low, goes down after. Do you agree with that?
So Kezi ends up going down. Unfortunately, he stayed and tilted too long, waited too late to rotate out. This is them getting punished for that late rotation.
We do see 2 teams outside the circle. Just Hog and Leon, Zero and Leon just...
Zero deciding to stand in Storm, saying, I need to get a better angle on these teams. Need to gatekeep them as best as I can with my AR. Hycel almost going down to Storm. Hycel super weak, and it looks like everyone who was in the Storm ends up getting eliminated. He's got 50 HP to his name, getting sprayed from 2 different angles of minigun coming on in, and he gets the knock. And going to Thurston there for the elimination points.
Yeah, and I do believe a lot of teams are doing just that. There are a few mountains still non-occupied, but the 2 more north, the most...
Looks like we have a 1v1 engagement here with Skosas. Smiley here trying to find the elimination. He got his shields ripped off by a third party, and he finds the tac shotgun through the window.
Oh, that was beautiful. He didn't really realize there was a window there.
You have to be aware of the windows.
Yeah. So we do see a lot of third party going on here, or taking shots at players, rotating.
I think there's a player underneath the bridge, just kind of hiding there.
Under the bridge?
Yeah.
Oh, is he alone?
Yeah, I think it's a solo just kind of hiding under the bridge. Maybe like a little, bridge troll. But here we are back in Westworld. A lot of buildings going up. People starting to get settled. Yeah, so it's Tuban just kind of sitting down there, hoping that no one notices him, saying, hey, you guys don't want to come down here. There's not a lot of, nice real estate. You just leave me alone.
Just look at this map. It is on a big mountain far to the east again. Looks like the zone they kept going east and east and east, and now ultimately we are at the very big mountain. So getting there first is a big advantage. Looks like some teams have already made it there. I do see Shikaru and his team are just hanging out on the top of the mountain, and they get...
Makars and Rich are making their way south. So an interesting thing about this circle is that the rifts all the way south of the river, at the end of the river, are still in play. So potentially if Richard or Markars want to make a play for that rift, they can.
Oh, that's right. We do see using the launch pad, like you mentioned, a lot of people would start using their mobility items here now to make it into the circle and to save themselves a lot of trouble.
Absolutely. Here we see Nasik and Starkso pressuring Markars. Like I said, there are rifts available down south of that river, but no one really minding them, no one really paying attention. And
so
now
they are pretty hidden, so you might not really be aware of those rifts. Although, if you play the game a lot, they, as mentioned, they are really hidden. And if you don't really know this part of the map, it's hard to, yeah.
looks like every team is trying to get an established position here on the western side of this mountain. Just kind of trying to get in, trying to get safe. Everyone kind of mountain goating on the side here. A little village popping up out of nowhere.
And that's just beautiful. This will be a big hassle for these players if the zone decides to go further out east or just northeast. And if it goes back, there's going to be a lot of existing buildings that they can use to their advantage.
Vince here with a mean mint ground. He did not get the edit on that wall. He missed the opportunity for a pump.
And players will start to rotate pretty early here now, and they will start encountering each other because they're pretty much packed together.
Markars ends up getting an elimination on Quiln. I believe they're in mid-ground. So Markars, I believe, and Richard are one of our top 5 currently.
Oh yeah, so they're still in it.
Yeah, they're still currently in it.
Just pushing up. The zone is slowly making its way now. Oh, actually, slowly making its way now up north.
Skix, currently a solo, just trying to hold that wall. Actually backing up behind the rock, using that natural cover, dropping down behind the rock, making sure that he doesn't give the opponents an angle. And he manages to get away unscathed down, sliding down the mountain.
Get away from there, Skix. He's so low. But the longer he stays alive, the more points he gets for placement. Looks like it did go down, however, as soon as he reached the bottom of the mountain.
So here, Markars actually leading the pack. Leading the pack all the way in the front of the circle. A couple of launch padders coming on in, beating him, but he's still in the game.
And this will be really rough for you because this is a zone where no one had previously built. There aren't a lot of buildings to utilize here to your advantage, so players will use.
You definitely want to have your duo alive here when you're carpeting. You're burning so many mats, especially when you're in a mid-ground position. At least 40 mats per carpet square.
Yeah, that's right.
So having that duo alive with those extra mats in his inventory definitely help you out in that endgame situation, but McCart and Richard still alive.
Players just cutting it short here, trying to make their way into the circle. There's an additional rift there. That was a freebie.
Sake on the high ground here, but the mountain ends up getting taken over by another team.
It's only 7 players remaining, and it does have the circle's going through
6
the
players
mountain.
remaining. The mountain is claiming so many lives precious, going down. Advise still in it. Massey is still in it. Kimson going down.
Laid back with the high ground, protected it from someone trying to rift down and claim it. But oh, beautiful shot.
Advice with the shotgun play. Going down, cleaning up that kill nicely. Now it's a top 4 situation. He does have, a nice little piece of high ground there. Massey is deciding, all right, I'm just going to stay in front of the zone as much as possible. Let high ground deal with itself. Laid back. Ultimate high ground, just using his AR to apply as much pressure from the high ground as possible. Reloading his grenade. He has 2 grenades left. Water falling on down. Advice and Massius, they're trying to take each other out. Oof. Advice takes out Massius, taking out the waterfall. Laid back. Goes down to fall damage.
That was beautiful.
And it's Advice.
What an ending.
With the victory royale.
And don't choke. That's the most important thing. Martin, what obviously impressed you the most as we have a look at the final standings here, but those 2 names at the top there, what impressed you most about these 2 players today?
Just how they seem to always know where their team are. Like, when they went into a fight, they stay composed. They seem to know exactly where where the other person were, right? They could push in from sides, not really taking any big risks, but yeah, just total in sync, and they've only been playing for 3 months.
Yeah, that's pretty insane to me. 3 months might sound like a long time, but you compare it to how long some duos have been together, and it's like Yeah, they're basically just, been on for a night out together, isn't it? It's kind of that sort of, we don't know each other that well yet, but I'm sure they will know each other even better after a couple more performances like that. But you can see as we go all the way down through the duo standings, a lot of teams get a lot of points on the board. It was very tight, gentlemen, and that kind of sets us up nicely for the solos tomorrow, of course, where, we're going to have teammates